Wildlife, Crystal, and Kaia the Koala. Kids are our future. Take action now. Wildlife, Crystal, and Kaia the Koala. Learn about animals to make a better world. Learn about animals to make a better world.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Wildlife Crystal. I'm your host, Wildlife Crystal, a wildlife specialist. As you know, on this show, Wildlife Crystal, we are going to be learning fun facts about one animal and their environment every episode. I'm here with my very special co-host, the one and only, Kaia the Koala.
Hi! How are you today? How's everyone doing today? Can we start now? I'm in a hurry.
My goodness, Kaia. I guess we can't clown around today. But what's the hurry, Kaia?
I'm just so excited because I have a play date with my special friend today.
Oh, is that all? No problem. But there's no need to hurry. If your friend leaves, there are plenty other fish in the sea. Hint, hint.
Let's just get started with our animal of the day, can we?
For sure, my special wildlife specialist. You can say that our animal of the day is kind of funny, and there's plenty of this animal in certain areas of the world.
Okay, let me just concentrate and put all of these hints together. There was clowning around, fish in the sea, kind of funny, and plentiful in the sea. Okay, everybody, help me out here. Let's guess the animal of the day together.
Go for it, everyone. Remember the hints that I gave you before. And here's 5 seconds on the clock to think about it. Get started. Go! Okay, are you ready? Did you guys get it?
Oh, yes, of course, I've got it. Is the animal of the day the clownfish?
Well done, Kaia! And well done, everyone. You are all correct. Our animal of the day is the clownfish.
Okay, before we get started, I've got a small question. Why did you say that the clownfish is funny? Is it because he has clown in his name?
Yes, you can say that. But I said this animal's funny also because the clownfish likes to play peekaboo. I'll tell you more about that in a little bit. As I said, today we'll talk about the clownfish, which is also known as the anemone fish. You may recognize this celebrity animal from the movie Finding Nemo. Okay, you see everyone, the clownfish or anemone fish is a special little fish. This guy's usually yellow or orange all over, but there are some that are different shades of red or black all over. Many of them have a white bar or thick stripes too. The largest reach about 6.5 inches, which is about as long as 3 of your batteries from one of your toys. The smallest is about 2 to 3.5 inches, which is about the length of 2 3/4 lined up next to each other.
They say that big things come in small packages. Check me out. I'm proof that is correct.
I totally agree. Big things come in small packages. You see, the anemone fish live in warm waters of the Indian Ocean, the Red Sea, and the Great Barrier Reef. And they are usually found living in and around a sea anemone.
Great what? Sea what?
Good question. The Great Barrier Reef, which is located on the shores of Australia, is an amazing place on Earth where many beautiful ocean animals live and thrive. The sea anemone lives on the reef, on the same rock all of its life and never moves. Of course, these two unique animals are very close and good neighbors to each other.
Wow, that is so cool. 2 beautiful sea animals that have almost the same name. But it is getting a little confusing for me. Can we just for a bit call the anemone fish clownfish and the sea anemone stay with sea anemone?
I agree. It is a bit confusing. Let me tell you a few important things about the clownfish. The orange clownfish spends almost their entire life protected by the sea anemone on the coral reef. Unfortunately, climate change and the increase of the ocean's acidity levels has hurt all of the fish, including the clownfish.
That sounds like a hard way to live. Can you remind us about acidity again?
On it. Acidity is kind of like us drinking lemonade with no sugar or biting into a lemon. This isn't fun or delicious at all, and neither is acidity to fish in the oceans. They cannot survive in the water if it's too acidic. It makes life unbearable.
I'm with you on that. And to make the life of the clownfish even harder, the mass bleaching events due to climate change and pollution also decreases the clownfish lifespan. Is mass bleaching like when my mom washes all my white laundry?
Not exactly. Mass bleaching is something extremely dangerous to the ocean and to the lifespan of the clownfish. This happens when coral reefs are under too much stress from climate change-induced storms and toxic waters, so they eject or spit out the algae living on them and then turn completely white. No coral reefs means no home for the clownfish.
These threats are stressing me. I can't imagine how the clownfish can stay happy. They are too cute to be hurt. We can't stand by and let this happen. Tell us how we can help.
You are such a great wildlife specialist. You are always ready to jump into action. First, we must help save our reefs so the clownfish has a home. This is the only place where they are safe to eat, live, and play peekaboo together.
Okay, I'm ready because I know the clownfish is not the only animal that will benefit from a healthy coral reef.
Exactly, Kaia. First, let's not use any sunscreen with oxybenzone and octinoxate. These two harmful chemicals are used in making sunblock, and they are very disastrous for coral reefs.
My goodness! For sure, I'm in. Wildlife specialists all around will follow in our examples and take extra care in what products they release into the water.
You are the best. And believe it or not, everything we put on our grass lawns and yards flows into our oceans. Take extra care that you tell your parents about it, so they use products that don't hurt the reefs.
Thanks for all that great information. Let's continue with more about this dynamic duo, the clownfish and the sea anemone.
The sea anemone protects the clownfish from predators or animals that want to eat them, because the clownfish hides between the sea anemone's tentacles. They have such a special dynamic that the clownfish is not hurt at all by the sea anemone's venom. You can say that the sea anemone is like the nest for the clownfish, and the clownfish swims in and out and around the sea anemone and attracts smaller fish for the sea anemone to eat.
Oh, I see. They're playing peekaboo again. What a team. Real besties, helping each other out. But what does the clownfish eat?
You see, most clownfish are omnivores, which means they eat a variety of foods of plants and animal origin. They also eat plankton, which are very microscopic animals that float around in the ocean. The clownfish also eat algae, which is kind of like when we eat a salad. On a day where the clownfish can't find anything to eat, they will eat undigested food from the sea anemone.
Did you say undigested food? What is that?
Undigested food is kind of like leftovers, or like when we leave food on our plate.
Do clownfish have any enemies? Any predators?
Well, Kaia, you know that in the sea, typically the smaller fish gets eaten by the bigger fish, and the bigger fish gets eaten by the even bigger fish, and then the bigger fish and bigger, and on and on.
But I bet you since the clownfish are so well protected by the sea anemone, then they must live for a long time.
You see, it all begins when the largest female clownfish in the colony or the group lays her eggs. She usually lays 600 to 1,500 eggs depending on how big she is. Then the biggest male clownfish in the colony comes and watches over the eggs and keeps them safe. About 6 to 10 days later, the eggs hatch.
It's no wonder that the male has to protect the eggs. I bet the female is exhausted after laying so many eggs. She deserves a break.
Agreed. And remember, it's up to us, the future generation, to make sure that they all have a place to live. Let's all work together to make sure that animals and humans live in harmony. Let's always be kind and respectful to every creature on this planet. And remember, we as wildlife specialists have to always be ready to volunteer to help with anything that helps our precious animal kingdom. Never remove any animal from its natural home in the world. And now it's question time. Yeah. Kaia, are you as excited as I am to put the knowledge we learned today to the test?
I sure am. True or false? Clownfish are not affected by the sea anemone's venom. The correct answer is true. What kind of an eater is a clownfish? Is it A, they are herbivores, B, they're omnivores, C, they are carnivores, or D, they call for delivery? The correct answer is B. Clownfish are omnivores. What is another name for the clownfish? Is it A, a sea anemone, B, a sea turtle, C, an anemone fish, or D, Nemo? The correct answer is C, anemone fish.
You guys made quite a splash today. Kaia and I have to go, but we will be learning fun facts about another animal next week. See you next time on Wildlife Crystals.
Bye, everyone. Toodles. See you later. See you next week. Bye, guys. Love ya.